Oh, and my battery's low. Shift over, shift over.
Hey. Hey, dude. Hey. Hey.
Am I back online yet? Guys? Yay! I'll have a chai antword spicy. I don't get it. Oh, it's a pun. Die Antword is a Word is a South African rap group. They're pretty well known for their evocative imagery and hyper-stylized music videos. Their music is as catchy as it is disturbing.
Oh.
I'm doing that thing again, but coming right up. And for you, I'll have a macchiato DeMarco, please. Coming right up. Don't you want in small, medium, or Biggie Smalls? Medium. Wait, is Biggie Smalls big or small? Ugh. I should change that, shouldn't I? Matt sets to mixing our drinks, and Amanda and I take a seat on one of the couches. What's his deal? Let the man make his puns. They're cooler bands than you listen to anyway. Hey. Ska was cool once. This couch is actually pretty comfy. Maybe not comfier than our couch, but it's alright. Good lumbar support. You sink right into it. Okay, it's comfier than our couch. Amanda nudges me. This place is right next to our house, and that guy seems not only cool, but also just as uncomfortable with talking to other people as you are. You should totally become friends with him. I don't know.
Yeah.
Come on, what do we say about meeting new people? I can't meet new people if I always stay inside, and also don't go outside, and also don't talk to people. See, we're making progress. Matt sets his drinks down at our table, and I immediately burn the roof of my mouth. Good one. Hi, we're new in the neighborhood. I'm Amanda, and this is my dad, Father.
Hey.
Father? Oh, right on. Pleased to meet you both. You ought to come by when my daughter's hanging around the shop. You two might get along. Yeah, I'm sure we'll come in from time to time. Amanda kicks my leg from under the table. I'm sure we'll be in here a lot.
That sounds great.
You know what? Let me get you guys' opinion on something. Matt goes into the back and comes out with a fresh plate of something that smells amazing. I'm working on a new banana bread recipe and I need help coming up with a name for it. Well, I think we're going to have to taste test it first so we can get the full flavor profile of, and really appreciate the flavor sensations of. Amanda nods vigorously. She knows this game. Yeah, we need to give that Nana bread a taste. If you want us doing free creative labor, I think that would be commensurate with. I've taught her well. We have trained for this day. I was just gonna give you guys free banana bread anyway. Right, yes, that. That serves as each of peas. I made and I happily chowed down. This is amazing. Thanks. The secret ingredient is bananas. So, any ideas? I'm stumped. Well, I think I might only be able to give you dad band puns, but I'll give it a shot. Banana bread Kennedy's, grateful banana bread. Right said banana bread. Oh, these are awful. Okay, pick a name. Pick a banana bread name. You heard me, you fools. You must pick a name for this bread, because they're all awful, especially if you know the bands already. Right said banana bread. Like Right said Fred, but now it's about banana bread. I think the youngsters would like it, despite not getting it. That actually has a nice ring to it. Really? Yeah, Right said banana bread. Strong decisions. That's art, baby.
Hey.
I wanted to say baby because I thought it would sound cool, but once I said it, I realized that it just doesn't sound good coming out of my mouth, and maybe I should just leave saying baby to the professionals.
Hey.
Enjoy your coffee. Thanks, baby.
Hey.
See, it sounds good when you say it. Across the way, a man catches my eye. He sits by himself, brooding over a cup of coffee. Our eyes meet just for a moment. I hastily look away, hoping he didn't catch me staring. Who is that? We finish up our drinks and head out. Thanks for stopping in. Take care. Okay, now that we're full of caffeine, where to? Just get back to unpacking. I've got a lot on my plate right now. Did you know that moving is one of biggest sources of stress for adults? Is it right behind the constant fear that you smell bad and everyone's too polite to tell you? Probably. Do I smell bad? Amanda gives me a whiff. You're fine, Pops. Let's go home. Dad, tip 65. Grow your own vegetables. It's cheaper, I think. I get to work unpacking the various boxes around the living room. A couple hours pass and I get some work done. The washer-dryer unit is both washing and drying, and we can actually walk through the living room without tripping over boxes. First visitor already. I walk over to the door and open it. Hello. A handsome, clean-cut man stands at my door, brandishing a plate of cookies. Hello?
Whoa.
Oh, where are my manners? My name is Joseph. I'm your next-door neighbor. Oh, yes. Hi, I'm Father. That's what my name is.
Oh.
It's like he's trying to defend his own name. What have you done, Brian? I saw the moving man and thought I'd bring over some cookies. My daughter, Christy, wanted me to let you know she baked them herself. Joseph leans in and whispers, But between you and me, she just sprinkled on the chocolate chips. We both share a laugh. Kids, right? Wow, cookies, huh? So nice to meet you. Joseph hands her the plate of cookies with a smile. Well, thanks for the cookies. She just disappears with the cookies.
Oh.
Amanda, and she's gone. That's my daughter. Her name is Amanda. She's a charmer.
Oh.
Daughters are tough. Sons are also tough. Children in general are just brandish. The only times I've ever used the word brandish in regular vernacular is I'm gonna brandish this knife in your face. I hear that. I mean, there'd have to be something wrong with you to try to raise more than two. I have 4 kids. What have you done? I'm gonna screenshot. Saved. What have you done? Oh, I meant... Don't worry, you didn't mean to be rude. Oh no, this is the first neighbor I've met and my social life is already in a tailspin. I wonder if it's too late to move again. Yeah, okay.
Right.
Is the missus around? Mister, actually. And, no, not anymore. He died.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm sorry for your loss. No, it's alright. Wow, this is uncomfortable. We stand there quietly for a moment, acutely aware of how awkward we both made things.
Oh.
I'm sorry, can you close the door real quick? I look at Joseph quizzically, but comply. After a second, I hear a knock on the door. Opening it, I see Joseph standing there with a huge smile.
Oh.
Hey, I'm your new neighbor, Joseph. I promise not to talk about your dead spouse this time. I'm throwing a barbecue for the cul-de-sac, and I'd love for you to come by and meet the rest of the neighbors in our community. What do you say, pal?
Oh.
That sounds great. My daughter Amanda and I would love to stop by. Also, 4 kids is a perfectly normal amount of children to have. We shake hands to seal the deal. Well, neighbor, I'll see you at 3 p.m. sharp on Saturday. Sure thing, neighbor. Joseph starts walking away, but stops to think for a second and turns around. Hey, in all seriousness, raising a kid on your own can't be easy. If you ever need to talk about stuff, I'm the youth minister at a church down the street. Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't really consider myself a youth.
Yeah.
You look pretty young to me, but suit yourself. And with that, Joseph's gone. He seemed nice. Amanda walks back into the living room, crumbs on her face and cookie in hand. That was the smoothest recovery I've ever seen. I should be taking notes. See, you're already fitting in great. Where'd those cookies go? They're gone. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel any better, they weren't very good. So you ate all of them anyway? Hey. I guess that makes it break time. Break time. Any ideas? Joseph probably wants his plate back. I think we got a ton of good neighbor points if we bring this back. We're gonna be the best neighbors in this whole cul-de-sac. We're gonna kick all the other neighbors' butts. With kindness. Man and I step outside. Shoot, I'm actually not sure which house this is. I'd hazard a guess it's the one big one with all the four of the well-groomed blonde children sitting in the yard. Good eye, kid. And remember, we need to make a positive first impression here. Keep it light. Walk up to the kids and wave. Hey guys. Oh lord, the twins. They don't look right. Hey guys, is your dad around? They all just stare at us blankly. We just wanted to return this plate and thank you for the cookies. Jeez, these definitely are Joseph's kids. They all look exactly like him.
Whoa.
They were really good. I mean, I heard they were good. I didn't get to eat any. I chuckle nervously. Well, okay, we're just gonna set this plane on the ground real gentle and then slowly back away, right, Dad? Right, that's what we're gonna do. The kids' eyes bore into us as we scurry away. I can feel their gaze on my back even as we approach our house. I need something to get my mind off those carbon copy kids. I need to rest my eyes. You've been awake for what, 3 hours? And that's 3 hours too many. Dad, tip 65. Grow vegetables. As we're walking home, we were already home. I hear heavy footsteps coming up behind us. Father, bro. I turn around and greeted by a familiar face jogging up to us. Craig?
Oh.
Bro. Bro. Holy. Wow, I haven't seen Craig in forever. It's been too long, dude. Yeah, wow, you look great.
Bro.
Yeah, I cleaned up my act. Cleaned up his act? Are you kidding me? He's ripped. Amanda, this is my friend Craig. We went to college together. We were roommates for a while, too. Amanda, dude, you probably don't remember, but you're so big now. Hello, and hello, cute baby. Aw, thank you. The last time I saw you, I think you were about her size. This is River. Say hi, River. He picks up her tiny wrist and waves it around. River gurgles happily. Are you babysitting?
Oh.
Nah, dude, River's my kid. Man, it has been a long time. Feels like 1 minute we're rolling up to exams with bad hangovers, and the next we're both fathers. Where you been, man?
Nice.
I was working out in California and just relocated the business back to Maple Bay. No kidding. Amanda and I just moved to this side of town. How's Smashley doing?
Hi.
I mean, Ashley. Ashley's her name.
No.
She actually still goes by Smashley, and we got divorced last year. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. It's old news. We take turns taking care of River and the twins. It's all copacetic. Twins? You have 3 kids? Ain't life something, bro, right? Keg Stand Craig is the father of 3. Keg Stand Craig? Oh, yeah, it was my old college nickname. He got it because he did a lot of keg stands. It's that thing where you do a handstand on a keg and then drink from the keg. Right. He was very good at it. Oh, bro, I hate to be that guy, but I'm in the middle of my daily jog and I really gotta keep up my heart rate. Brought River along for, resistance training. You jog daily? I jog yearly. On January 1st, when I promised myself that I'm gonna jog daily for the rest of the year, but give up after 30 minutes to just walk home.
Oh.
Well, it's never too late to get back into it, dude. You should join me sometime. Haha, I don't know.
Hey.
Come on, it'd be fun. We could grab breakfast afterwards, catch up. We could do a bro brunch like the good old days. Alright, sure, sounds great. Great, let's get that going soon. I better get moving. Good to see you guys. Craig gives a little wave, puts his earbuds back in, and jogs off. I can't believe Craig is ripped and has kids. I'm reeling. Why is that? The Craig I knew is not fit to be responsible for any living thing, including and especially himself. One time I watched him drink an entire jar of marinara sauce for dinner. Amanda, he opened up a new jar of marinara sauce, and then he drank it like it was a thing that normal people do. It was unholy. And then I asked him what the hell he was doing. He said, and I quote, "It's basically a smoothie, bro." I mean, technically, he's not wrong. He jogs. He was jogging. He's like a totally different person. Anyway, we better get home. I'll have plenty of time to reflect on how old I feel later. Dad, tip number 2, it's never too early to invest in an IRA. Amanda and I flop down onto the couch. Amanda has to shove some empty boxes out of the way before she can sit. Too bad we're going to be putting my stuff right back into these boxes in a few months. No, don't say that. Oh, Dad, it's going to be okay. I'll be fine. I know. It's just, you're my little girl. It's going to be weird not having you around. I'll come and visit, and I'll text you every day, and I'll take lots of pictures. I mean, obviously, I'm a photography major. You promise? Of course. Are you going to be okay by your lonesome? Oh, come on. I'll be fine. I'll get a dog or something. A dog! Forget art school. I'll stay for the dog. Is that what it's going to take? Medium-sized dog, handkerchief around the neck. I get to name it. That's what it'll cost for me to give up on my dreams. I'm a woman of simple wants and needs. Well, a dog's a lot cheaper than college. Amanda laughs. Suddenly, a pile of envelopes slide through the mail slot. Speaking of college, Amanda darts over to the envelopes and shuffles through them. She pulls one out and throws the rest back on the floor. This is from McGowan College of Art and Design. Open it. But I'm scared. It's just an envelope. Yeah, it's just like my entire future, not a big deal. She takes a deep breath and rips the letter open with her teeth. We have a letter opener, but okay. I hold my breath while Amanda's eyes dart back and forth, scanning the letter. What does it say? The admissions committee has reviewed your application, blah, blah, blah. Her face drops. Regret to inform you that we are unable to offer you admission to McGowan College of Art and Design. Throws it on the coffee table. Oh, sweetie. It's okay. I kind of saw it coming. I knew I shouldn't have put that experimental stuff in my portfolio. The admissions officer told me they just want to see my portraits, or whatever. I pull Amanda in for a big hug. You're an amazing photographer. I know how much work you put into your portfolio. Some other school is going to want to snatch you up for sure. Yeah, I know. It's fine. Are you actually fine, or are you just saying that? I'm fine, really. Her face says the opposite, but I probably shouldn't push her on this. Oh, and before I forget, Emma R. and Emma P. are sleeping over tonight. So... You need me out of the way because I'm painfully uncool. I would choose more delicate phrasing, but yes. Well, I'll have you know that I conveniently already have plans for tonight, so you'll have the new place to yourself. Yeah, what are your plans? Quick, think of plans. I am secretly the mayor of this town. Gotta attend the union meeting. I'm going clubbing. I feel like I'm secretly mayor of this town makes more sense than everything else. I'm gonna put on a nice outfit and go tear it up on the dance floor. All the hottest dance moves. The lawnmower, the sprinkler, the running man. You know, the ones that all these kids are doing, these days are doing. Alright, but I'm not gonna come pick you up if you pull anything this time. Not again. I'm just kidding. I'm actually going to go on and watch the game? Nice. Which game? You know, the game. The one that's on tonight. The game on TV at somewhere other than here. Okay, cool. While I do that, I'm gonna do drugs and commit some light arson with the Emmas. I'm concerned you're hanging with the wrong crowd. Amanda shrugs. I would have expected you guys to be up to white-collar crime by this point. Maybe money laundering at the least. I'm a street rat, Pops. You're kidding about doing drugs and crime, right? Yes, Dad. Just making sure. I give her a pat on the head. Have fun with your sports. Are you being sarcastic? No, making fun of sports is played out. Alright then. I do some light cleaning around the house and decide to clear out right before Amanda and friends arrive. Before I leave, Amanda stops me. Hey, don't forget that you have that meeting with my English teacher tomorrow. Oh, right, Mr. Vega. Yep, totally remembered. I'll be there. Don't forget to floss every day. That's tip number 1. Wow, I guess I really didn't think this plan through. I'm not entirely sure where the coolest bar is, and Amanda still hasn't shown me how to use the GPS on my phone. So I'm just going to pick a direction and walk in it. Let's go this way. Cool. Okay, we're marching. We're marching in the direction of the game. Any game, really. In the distance. Could it be? A big burned out neon sign hangs above the tiny dive bar. Jim and Kim's, huh? Alright, it'll do. The bar is small and dimly lit. The crack of pool balls sounds in the back as patrons laugh and joke. A string of multicolored Christmas lights hover above the bartender. I can't tell if he's Jim or Kim. I pull up a seat at the bar. What'll it be? 1 beer, please. Sure thing, boss. The bartender slides me an ice cold beer. I take a sip and enjoy the refreshing taste. Say, are you Jim or Kim? I'm Neil. Oh. I awkwardly turn my attention to the game, which is playing on one of the TVs on the wall. As luck would have it, my team of preference is not only playing, but is currently in the lead, which is always a good thing. The brightly colored mascot, which is some kind of animal, does cartwheels. I silently cheer on my favorite team, hoping that I don't get into any confrontational arguments with a fan of the opposing team. Several people in this bar are wearing the distinctive colors of the team I dislike, although I believe from their demeanor that, like me, the passion for their team is all in good fun.
Hey.
Middle-aged woman holding a nearly empty wine glass sidles up to the bar, and sits uncomfortably close to me. Hey, sailor. Oh, hello. Good to see fresh meat in here. I'm Mary. Come here often? Oh no, I actually just moved into this part of town today. I'm father, by the way. Are you watching the game? Yeah, my preferred team is in the lead. If they keep this up, they'll win the game with ease.
Hey.
Oh, I love that team. There is no game happening. They're all like pronouns. I'm getting the impression that she's a little drunk. Buy a gal a drink? Don't buy Mary a drink. Maybe some other time. Suit yourself, sailor. Mary saunters off, setting her sights at the newest bar patron to enter. I happily watch the game over another beer. The game has gone close in terms of points, a little too close. After a particularly skilled player scores a number of points for the other... Oh my gosh. Go team. It's the brooding man from the coffee spoon. To be hardcore generic, he sits alone, sipping whiskey and watching the game as well. Enjoying the game? I am now that we're winning. Oh, we must be rooting for different teams. In my opinion, my team is far superior. I have to disagree with that. Oh my god, they're going completely out of their way not to name a name. That's where you're wrong, since as it stands now, my team is beating yours. The conversation ends there, and we both go back to silently rooting for our respective teams. Skip. Oh my god. I raise a respectful glass of the man drinking whiskey. He raises his in response. An unspoken truce. More whiskey. The name's Robert. Thanks. I'm father.
Hey.
You must be new here. Mary already hit on you? Yeah. Robert chuckles. She's a peach. Well, you picked the best bar in town. As slimy as it is, you'll never find a better spot than Jim and Kim's. Is there actually a Jim or Kim that runs this place? No, that'd be Neil. Neil waves from across the bar. Good guy, Neil. Not enough Neils in this world. Okay, you a whiskey fella or a beer fella? Beer, but I'll drink most things. You like shots? Ooh, shots fired. I don't like them. Thank you. Who serves up 2 shots of whiskey? He has one to me. Here's to your health. We take the shots. The whiskey birds are going down, but I try my hardest to look tough. Wait, I think this is what making friends is. Okay, father, this guy's out of my friend league, but I think if I play my cards right, we'll be pals in no time. Compliment his hand tattoo. I like your tattoo. What does it mean? It's a reminder. I wait for him to elaborate, but it seems like he's done talking. Man, this guy's mysterious and cool. Way cooler than I am, at least. Robert signals to the bartender for another round. What are you doing here tonight? Trying to make friends. I'm new in town. I figured it might be a good to put myself out there. You seem pretty cool. The key to being cool is acting like you don't care about anything, but actually care very deeply about everything to the point where it's debilitating. Really? Robert puts down the rest of his drink. Of course not. He gets up. Be right back. Gotta powder my nose. Never seen Robert this talkative. He must like you. Huh, I guess so. I gotta admit that Robert has a gruff charm to him. If a guy like that thinks I'm cool, then I really must be. Robert comes back from the bathroom and grabs his leather jacket. I'm gonna go home. You in my way? Robert and I leave the bar and find ourselves walking in the same direction. I live in this cul-de-sac down the way. Does everybody live here? Me too. We just finished unpacking today. Great place to be. Good neighbors? Well, some of them. Who's that? We get to Robert's house, which is just a few houses away from mine. We stop and he turns to me. I don't kiss and tell, father. So are we doing this or what? What?
Hey.
You know, do you want to come inside or not? A wave of realization rushes over me. I blush. I'd better call it a night. Catch you around? Sure. I head home, head buzzing with whiskey. What do you mean by, are we going to do this or not? I plop down on the couch and I'm asleep before I even get the chance to take my shoes off. No. Do what you do when you don't have to. Oh, I couldn't read that. No, it's one of the things. I looked it up because I want this to be a good run through. Angela, I'm not doing it. Self-respect, Angela. I wake up to a text from an unknown number. Rise and shine, early bird. Still want to work out? This is Craig, by the way. Holy crap, at 6 a.m.? Who does 6 a.m. anymore? Without realizing I drift back to sleep. Whoops, must have winked back out. I check my phone again. Hey bud, still want to get your swole on? I'm ready to tear up the track. Hit me up. God, the last thing I want to do right now is work out, but it's Craig. I do want to catch up. Let's go to the gym. Hey, my man, I need a few minutes to wake up. Let's meet in 20? After a few seconds, another text comes in. Sure thing, meet me at the gym. I stretch and my bones creak. I gotta stop falling asleep on the couch. I throw off my blanket and, hey, wait, I don't remember falling asleep with a blanket. Amanda must have tucked me in after I fell asleep. Bless that child. I reluctantly brush my teeth. Throw on the only clothes. You can't quite harem in this game. I think. I'm pretty sure you can't quite harem. The neighborhood is quiet and serene this early in the morning. Birds chirp. Birds chirp and the grass is still wet with dew. Surprisingly, the gym is pretty crowded. I spot Craig standing out front, stretching. Of course, he spots me and waves enthusiastically. Hey, bro. Good morning. Hey, good to see you, man. I'm definitely not as pumped up as he is. Maybe I should have had some coffee before I left. You ready to kick some butt? Help! With your help, I am. I get the feeling this is going to be less of me kicking butt and more the gym kicking my butt. But I can handle it with you here. Dude, bro, that means a lot.
Bro.
We head into the gym and I'm immediately intimidated. All these people look like they could break me in half. It seems like Craig is friends with all of them. He high-fives and finger guns all the cool jocks in the room. They look like they could and would steal my lunch money and spend on protein shakes. Come on, bud, let's warm up. We head over to the treadmills and start walking. Okay, I can walk. Walking is good. This is a decent place to be. Walking. So, I know we're on treadmills.
Nice.
Yes. And those over there are ellipticals. Oh. Very good. What is all this other stuff? Craig laughs. They might look a little scary, but I guarantee that all of them serve a specific purpose for building muscle mass. I watch as a dude in the muscle tee flexes a muscle I didn't know existed on a machine I think was once used to process grain into flour. What is that? Why is that guy doing that to himself? That's a good question, bro. What do you think he's doing? Trying to crush people's skulls with his thighs, using medieval torture device, praying to some sort of pain god. Which one will improve our love, or at least friendship? Got a coffee to sit through this playthrough. That's good coffee. Bro, daddy is smoldering thighs. He's trying to make his thighs so strong that he could crush people's skulls with them. Yeah, that's pretty much the only reason I work out. Oh no, Craig's turning up the speed. Why were those eggplants there? Did anyone see those? Those are eggplants, right? How long have you been doing the buff thing? A couple years. And what do you do when you're not dadding or working or buffing? Oh, I coach my twin softball team. That still counts as both dadding and buffing. I keep busy. What do you do for fun? I love learning. I try to live my life as close to a Jimmy Buffett song as possible. I check out my hot bod. What the hell do I answer here? How will this... Blah. I try to live my life as close to a Jimmy Buffett song as possible. I love learning. I feel like these two are closer to what it's really... I guess play to his strengths, right? Oh, come on. You guys are both on different answers here. Huh. By that, I mean lay horizontal and watch bad television. We're jogging now. Oh god, we're jogging now. I look over to Craig, who hasn't even broken a sweat. How is he doing this so effortlessly? I'm dying. I can feel my life force draining through every orifice of my body. Hey, remember when my fish died in college? No, I don't like this story. Oh my god, is he really bumping up the speed again? I guess I better do it too. Oh, this is fast. This is very fast. And we were at that party, and you vowed to make me feel better. You told me to create a distraction, so of course I do a sick kickstand and get everyone cheering. And then I tried to steal a fish from the fish tank at the party with my bare hands like an idiot.
Hey.
And then you drop the fish, and it's flocking around, and you panic, so you run up and to me post-kickstand with a dying, dirty fish in your hands. He's scooped up off the ground, and you're letting me we have to leave. So we're running out of a frat party with a fish and trying to give it mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, and we get him home, we get him to a bowl of water, but the prognosis was grim. And the next day, he's alive and well. They never did catch the great fish thieves of Grand Ridge U. And they never will. I shoot off the end of the treadmill and crash into the wall. Jesus, that hurts.
Nice.
Dude, bro, are you okay? Craig offers me a hand and looks me over for injuries. I'm fantastic. I managed to stand up and rub my back. Doesn't hurt now, but I'm sure it will later.
No.
You don't have to push yourself like that. And no, always know your limits. Well, I think I might call our gym adventure here. You sure? Yeah. Alright, well, here. I brought you this. A shaker full of green, thick, lean liquid. I stare at it with what must be apparent distaste. It's a protein shake, bro. Oh, thank you. He wants me to drink it. Oh boy, here goes. I take a small sip. It's actually delicious. Wow, this is really good.
Hey.
And good for you. It's my special recipe. I'm pretty proud of it.
Hey.
Let me know if you ever want to work out again. Maybe we can try running around the neighborhood if treadmills aren't your speed. No pun intended, bro. Good one. Well, I'm gonna go and put some ice on this everything. I'll see you around. I leave the gym feeling ashamed. Craig used to order delivery from the pizza place across the street from our dorm, and now he can run circles around me. Literally. Man, I gotta work on this dad bod. I get home and lie down on the couch. It hurts to move. Oh god, I'm so old. Oh, no. I must have fallen asleep. What time is it? Shoot, it's 3:55. I'm supposed to be at Amanda's school in 5 minutes. I frantically put on some clean clothes, apply a generous amount of deodorant, and run out the door. Dad, tip number 56. Go ask your mother. I arrive at Amanda's school and check in the front desk. They give me a bright orange visitor sticker and send me on my way. I'm barely awake and feeling pretty haggard, but hopefully nobody will notice. I check my watch and I'm relieved to see that I'm only 2 minutes late. Wait, was it room 103 or 108? I spot a youth standing at his locker and approach him for help. Excuse me, do you know where Mr. Vega's classroom is? The youth turns around, looks me up and down with heavily lined eyes. Ugh. Come on, kid, I'm late for a meeting. Mr. Who? Mr. Vega. I don't know, have you tried the exit? Okay, wise guy, you're gonna help me or not? Ugh, fine. Up those stairs and to the left, can't miss him. I head up the stairs and walk around, unable to find Mr. Vega's class anywhere. After a couple of minutes of searching, I head back downstairs. That punk youth sent me on a wild goose chase. I get back to where that low-rent Gerard Way is standing, fully ready to give him a piece of my mind, when suddenly a head pops out of the classroom next to his locker. Lucian, don't you have a third period to get to? Fine, Mr. Vega. Oh. Wow. Now I'm officially 10 minutes late. I glare at him as he walks away. We're not cool. You must be father. This period's almost over. Would you mind waiting in the back? Mr. Vega leads me in, and I take a seat in one of the comically small students' desks in the back. I might get stuck in this. Alright, where were we? Now who can tell me about the unreliability of the narrator and J.D. Selinger's Catcher in the Rye? Yes, Colin? Colin stands up and does the thing where he blows into the crook of his elbow to make a fart noise. The whole class erupts in laughter. Alright, everybody. Very funny. Colin, please sit down. Now, Holden Caulfield is an unreliable narrator in the sense that the bell for the end of the period rings. All the students immediately get up and make a break for the door.
Sweet manchego.
Remember to do the reading and answer the response questions on page 194 in your textbook. Nobody's listening. Or not, I guess. Mr. Vega turns to me and sighs. Middle schoolers, right? Don't you teach high schoolers?
I don't know.
Both, you know, budget cuts. Right. Thanks so much for coming in. No problem, Mr. Vega. Please, call me Hugo. I don't normally do these impromptu parent-teacher meetings, but as I'm sure you know, Amanda's a very bright student, and I'm concerned about her recent behavior. What's going on? Amanda's never been the most engaged student, but I know she cares. Recently, though, she's been falling behind. She's not completing assignments and has been doing rather poorly on tests. I normally chalk this up to senioritis, but this is strange. I thought Amanda always shared everything with me. It hasn't even crossed my mind that something might be wrong. I just wanted to ask, is everything okay at home? Well, we just moved recently, but it was only to the other side of town. Amanda was more excited about it than I was. See if you can talk to her about it. I know she values you a great deal and would appreciate your guidance if she keeps heading down this road. I know how important art school is to her, and I would hate to see her miss out on scholarship money that she clearly deserves. I'll make sure to talk to Amanda. Thanks for letting me know, Hugo. Anytime. On my way out, I stopped, thinking for a moment. I turned to Hugo. Hey, Hugo? Yes? They ever catch that rye? Yes. That was an awful pun joke. I leave the classroom and make my way out of the school. I'm still a little bit in shock that Amanda was able to hide this so well from me. She's always been such a force for positivity in my life, especially after we lost her father. Amanda must have done with classes for the day by now. I'm sure she would appreciate a ride home, and maybe I could talk to her about what's going on. I pull up to the carpool, and Amanda hops into the passenger seat. So, did you have fun gossiping about me? Mr. Vega and I actually gossip about our celebrity crushes. So you talked about Mario Batali the whole time? It was a very productive meeting. I'm pretty hungry. Can we grab some dinner? Sure thing. Let's go to the mall food court. Does that sound good to you? Yeah, sure. Why the mall? Jeez, can't a dad take his daughter to the mall? Will you buy me things? I will buy you a thing. Singular. Sounds like a deal to me. We drive in silence for a short while. Amanda plays a game on her phone. I should say something. You know, sometimes when a kid gets older, they find out they have to keep things hidden from their parents. And that's okay, because sometimes that's what kids do. And that's okay. But also sometimes it's good to have the parents' perspective. Because, you know, maybe the parents have also dealt with similar situations. Oh my god. I don't want to have to say the dad talk here. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that it's good to share. Love you. Have you been reading my tweets? You have a Twitter? What? Never mind. Look, sweetie. Mr. Vega said you had been participating in class and that you're not turning things in. Oh, I'm fine, Pop. Senioritis and all that. I thought you liked Mr. Vega's class. He's fine. We pull up to a stoplight and I, Amanda, she's still texting. I want you to know that you can talk to me about anything. I can tell that whatever it is, she doesn't want me knowing about it. That's frustrating. I heard Emma R is going to that fancy art school in California. That's exciting. Yep. Are you bummed that you guys aren't going to be the same school? Yep. Amanda keeps texting. She stifles a laugh. What's so funny? I don't think you'd get it. Okay. Who are you texting? Noah. Who's Noah? My friend. Does he go to your school? Yep. Do you like Noah? What? No! Dad! Ugh. I can't believe you would. Dad. I mean, jeez. Why would you? Ugh. Gross. Sorry, just asking. Dad, he's just my friend. Guys and girls can be friends. He's my friend. Okay. Jeez. This is going well. Well, good talk. Love you, kiddo. She leans forward and turns up the radio. I guess that conversation's over. To the mall, then. Trust no one. Dad tip 36. We arrive at the mall, a big indoor shopping center with a couple of different floors. It's kind of dead, but that doesn't stop a mall security guard from yelling at its group of loitering teens. Let's eat something disgusting for dinner. Hell yeah. Language, Missy. Heck yeah. Better. We approach the food court. F-bomb pretty hard. There's greasy restaurant after greasy restaurant. My heart burns just looking at the menus. Nobody looks happy to be here. What are you in the mood for? Bread dipped in sugar? Bread with cheese on it? Or do you just want me to inject some fat directly into your bloodstream? I extend my hand to her. Would you do me the honor of sharing some nachos? She takes my hand with a grin. It would make me the happiest, cheesiest girl alive. We order a giant pile of chips and unnaturally orange cheese from a very unenthusiastic and possibly stoned teenager. We take our seat at a rickety table and dig in. These are bad. These are very bad. But also strangely delicious. We have to eat through the pain. We enjoy the fluorescent cheesy goodness together until we're all out of nachos. So, something's been bothering me for a while. Can you explain memes to me? Which meme? All memes. Amanda sighs deeply, places her head in her hands. Dad, it's complicated. See, memes are inside jokes shared by a bunch of people that get less funny the more people do it. So the problem is that by the time a meme gets to you, Dad, all of us youths have already done the joke to death. And what's worse than that is that movies and TVs and video games will try to jump in on a meme train, but just based on how long it takes to make them, the meme will be long dead by the time it comes out. So it just dates it and it isn't funny. Oh shit, what up? Dad, please. Anyways, changing the subject. Where to now? Want to go to that goth store? What? You know, the one that's all black and tries to establish itself as anti-establishment despite being an exact representation of the establishment? I don't know what store you're talking about. You know, the one where you can buy chain walls and it's basically an assault on what people fought so hard against in the punk and hardcore movements in the 70s and 80s. Dude, you gotta be more specific. The one where you threw up in that one time. Oh, that one.
Yes.
Amanda runs into the store with me trailing behind her. She makes a beeline for the back. There it is. You can still see the outline, kinda. I'm so proud. Speech. Amanda.
Right.
Speech. Alright, I'll do it if you stop chanting. Amanda stops immediately. I clear my throat. Thank you all for joining us here today to commemorate an historic moment that would forever shape history. On a day very much like today, some 5 years ago, our very own Amanda Ann Bishop had too much blue raspberry slushy on an outing to the mall. After begging her father to take her to Dead, Goth, and Beyond to buy rainbow suspenders, she proceeded to throw up all over a display of My Chemical Romance merchandise. Her loving father then had to pay for said merchandise, which to this day remains among our possessions. Thank you. Amanda is moved. She begins clapping, slow at first, then faster and more vigorously. Several other patrons turn their heads. One of them also starts clapping. I bow my head. Oh hey, chain wallets! While Amanda busies herself looking at band t-shirts, I try to find something of interest of myself. Not much for a dad to look at in Dead, Goth, and Beyond. Let's look at ironic mugs. I'm suddenly stricken by existential fear. If there's only one number one dad, then why are there so many mugs here that say that? This whole time I thought I was the only one. If I'm not number one, where do I place on the global dad ranking charts? I have work to do. Look, this is very important to me. I overhear a stifled argument over at the cash register. An older gentleman is carrying a garment and showing it to a bored cashier with pink hair. I can see that. Don't know what to tell you, dude. I just work here.
What?
Listen, when I bought this online, the website said this blouse was Victorian inspired. However, when I received it, it's clearly held the trademark of Edwardian dressage. Do you want a coupon? I can give you a coupon. Will you leave if I give you a coupon? Is there a manager present? People have to know what they're buying. I am the manager. I see. Well, it would seem that I've outstayed my welcome. Good day, shopkeep. Your superiors will receive a strongly worded letter by post. Whatever, dude. The man whirls around and storms out, his literal coattails trailing behind him. I can't tell if they're Victorian-inspired or Edwardian nature. Okay, that's the other potential dad to romance, right? Amanda trots up to me with a t-shirt in her hand. Oh boy, here it comes. Hey, Dadtron 5000. Yes, I'll buy it for you. Wow, that was easy, thanks. At least it's only one this time. Amanda pops the shirt onto the counter and grins at the cashier. I love your hair. The cashier says nothing and rings Amanda up. Radiating hatred, I hand her a 20. So what was that guy's deal? The cashier rolls her eyes so hard I'm worried she'll pull something. That's Damien. He's in here all the time. He's obsessed with Victorian fashion or whatever. She hands Amanda her bag and it's clear the conversation is over. We make our way out of the store and head home to get some rest. Amanda and I sit on the couch, trying to find something to watch over bowls of ice cream. Oh, cool. Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers is on. Your favorite, right? Oh, hell yes. They have to make it over the Canadian tundra before the ice road melts, but also they're hunting ghosts. Also, the trucks are haunted. This is an episode I've already seen, but it's one of the best. Callum and Flint Dogbone, the twin brother truck driving and ghost hunting duo, find themselves in the greatest peril yet. Oh no, the ghost done got control of the truck. I can't steer them on their damn rice roads. Let me use this EVP meter to try and communicate with the spirits. Flint, we're about to die. Almost got it. If you listen carefully, it sounds like it's saying, you're going to die. That's because we are about to die, you. This is art. The episode ends with Amanda excuses herself to go and start arguments on the internet. I stay up a little longer, curious about the exploits of Callan and Flint Dogbone after their disastrous ice road accident. Afterward, I crawl into bed and get a good night's sleep. Dad tip 55, liquor before beef, you're in the clear. Doesn't rhyme. Can't vouch for if it's working like that. Z. A morning sleepyhead. 5 more minutes. You've never ever let me have 5 more minutes, so get up. Fine. We have cereal for breakfast and spend the morning putting together furniture. Amanda's much better at interpreting the tiny manuals. We're able to put together a few shelves and 1 desk, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a bookcase.
Huh.
So you excited for the cookout today? Excited to beef up my grilling skills. If there's food, I'm excited. I'll see this as a learning opportunity. If I can sneak some hot grill tips, I think we can consider it a success. Don't you want to meet some of the people in the neighborhood? I'll probably end up standing uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food and hope that nobody talks to me. Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. We will get that butterfly to emerge from the cocoon.
Oh.
The social butterfly. Well, we better start getting ready. We definitely don't want to be late.
Whoa.
What? No, we have to be fashionably late. Who shows up to a cookout on time? You know what? We're going early, just because you said that. I head out the door and Amanda reluctantly follows. We walk across the streets of Joseph's house with a store-bought veggie plate. I'm a terrible cook if it doesn't involve a grill. I guess we're not as early as we thought. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people and the smell of hot dogs wafts through the air. Small children run through a sprinkler and adults chat in small clusters. I set our veggie plate down on a table next to 2 other veggie plates. Let's just save. Hey, there's Joseph. I wave to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms open wide. Welcome. I'm so glad you 2 are here. And you brought veggies. Let me introduce you to my family. Kids, come on over here. This is Chris, my eldest. Hi. This is Christian and Christy. They're twins. They stare creepily and say nothing. Then, of course, there's our youngest, Krish. Wait, where is Krish? Maybe Mary put him in this crib. Oh no, it's the woman from the bar the other night. What is she doing here? Oh, and how can I forget my lovely wife, Mary? Okay, it was good I didn't buy her a drink then. Joseph pecks her on the cheek. She smiles. Oh, Mary, sweetheart. Did you put Krish to bed? I'll have to go look for him. What? You'll have to... Joseph takes a moment and regains his composure. Mary, this is our new neighbor, father and his daughter, Amanda. I can't get the way Zelda says, or the way you have to pronounce father from like Zelda's Wand of Gamelon, because it's the only way to say father correctly. I'd shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine that I need to tend to. Okay, this relationship is a sham. I love her. Nice to meet you, Mary, for the first time. Charmed. Well, I have to go over there now. Mary leaves. Oh god, this is so awkward. I wonder if Joseph knows. I wonder if Mary knows that Joseph knows. I wonder if Joseph knows that Mary knows that I know. It takes all of my energy not to run away from the barbecue and start fresh in a new city. Ha ha ha. My wife has a beautiful sense of humor, but please. She has such a beard. You two better enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you. Amanda and I mill around and try some of the food spread on the table. I pick at the deviled eggs. Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling with baked goods. Ugh, I don't want to have to make friends.
Aww.
Come on, Dad. Who are you going to party with when I go off to school? But I don't want to go to Pleasant... I don't have to do pleasantries. Dad. Ugh, they're going to talk about the weather. Go. Do it. Make a friend. But how could I possibly abandon my only child at a social function? That's bad parenting. This plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye. Amanda shoves me into the center of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around the party and I'm surprised to see familiar faces. Isn't that the barista from the coffee spoon? Didn't I meet that guy at the bar? Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? Isn't that the guy who was throwing a fit in Dead Gotham Beyond? Isn't that Amanda's teacher? Hey, I know Craig. But wait a second, all these people live in our cul-de-sac? That can't be right. I better investigate. Alright. Who do I begin with? I gotta start the romance somewhere. Was that Damien? Okay. I spot Joseph chatting away with the guy from Dead Gotham Beyond by the grill. I wonder what they're talking about. I walk over to them. So I'm curious. Can you walk me through why you had your house painted in black? Where do I even start? The house stays warmer in the winter. It proves an artistic contrast to the rest of the neighborhood, and it complements the crimson interior perfectly. It's definitely an interesting choice.
How delightful.
Thank you. I'm very proud of my abode. Father, I was just having a conversation with Damien here about his aesthetic design decisions. Damien regards me up and down with a warm but critical eye. How do you do? I don't believe I've had the pleasure. I think I saw you in Dead Gotham Beyond the other day. Damien's face turns bright red. I must apologize for my behavior on that day. You see, I take the goth lifestyle very seriously, and to be caught in a ruse by such a corporation as Dead Gotham Beyond was profoundly frustrating indeed. I hope you know that while my anger may have been justified, it was no such way for a gentleman to act. It's okay, man. Do tell me about yourself. Are you new to the area? Yes. My daughter and I just moved in the other day. She was the one I took to Dead Gotham Beyond. Very good taste on her part. Does she partake in the goth lifestyle? I think for a second. I look over to Amanda, who's hanging out with some of the older kids in the neighborhood. Hey, Amanda, would you consider yourself goth? Amanda yells back, I wouldn't necessarily try to fall into any one specific label, but I guess if I had to choose, I would describe myself as twee hipster with some norm-core leanings. Bats are cool, though. Pity. Are you enjoying the party so far? Oh, definitely. Thanks so much for putting this on. It's nice to be in a cul-de-sac where everyone is so friendly and welcoming. Amanda walks up to the conversation. I also like The Lost Boys a lot. Really good movie. Does that count as goth? That it would, my dear. I don't believe we had the pleasure of meeting. Damien Bloodmarch at your service. Damien finishes the sentence with a flourish and a bow, producing a single rose and offering to Amanda. Amanda blushes and returns a gesture with a curtsy. My, do you know how to treat a lady? Hello, Amanda. Seemingly out of nowhere, Joseph's twin kids appear. Are they speaking in unison? Hey. Hey. Won't you come play with us? Come play with us forever. Guys, enough with the creepy twin shtick. We've talked about this. Christian and Christy walk slowly back away. Where do you think they got that from? Mary pops into the conversation, wine in hand. I don't know. Mary takes a long sip of wine. I think I might have taped over a VeggieTales VHS with The Shining. Who knows? She takes another sip of her wine. Where is Krish? Wasn't he with you? You had him a moment ago. He's probably stuffing dirt in his mouth. He'll be alright. Toddlers are pretty resilient. Mary tips her glass to me. Ain't my first time to the rodeo. It's my fourth. I have squeezed 4 little... Sweetheart, wouldn't you do me the favor and please find Krish? That would be great. I'm sure he's fine. Mary? Okay, geez. Mary finishes her wine and wanders off. Dad, can we go now? Oh, Lucian, have I introduced you to Father yet? Father? Hey, it's that punk from Amanda's school. I remember you. Whatever. That's no way for a young man to speak to his elders. Be polite. Lucian bows. Whatever, sir. Lucian bows again. Mr. Christensen, may I have a veggie burger, sir? Coming right up, bud. Are you a vegetarian? Yep. Set the boy on fire. Make that 2 veggie burgers. Did you know that some people in the Victorian era were vegetarians? They describe carnivorous type people as blood lappers. Dad. That's really interesting, Damien. Joseph probably doesn't give 2 craps about this. Just a hint of a tattoo peeks out from underneath his sleeve. I can't believe I didn't know this before. It looks like the bottom of an anchor. Whoa, is that a tattoo? Excellent. Yep, I wasn't always a youth pastor, you know. That's so cool. Want to see mine? Uh-oh. Pulls back some rubber bracelets, revealing a lopsided 666 in black ink. My buddy gave me a stick and poke tattoo last week. I think it's healing up pretty good. Lucian. We'll talk about this later. That's pretty cool. What's the significance of the tattoo? I don't know. I just thought it looked sick. Well, in my opinion, the only reason you need to get a tattoo is because you want one. Careful, though. That number carries weight. Man, Joseph is way cooler youth pastor than I thought. I just figured youth pastors popped out of the womb with a Bible. I wonder what he did before preaching. Alright. Yeah, it looks like it. Let's talk to Robert and Brian. I glance across the yard. No, these two do not belong in the same conversation, doesn't it? Man, I don't think I want to deal with being one-up by Brian or whatever happened with Robert last night. Oh no, they caught me staring. Oh no, Brian's waving me over. Shoot. I flash a smile and walk over to them. Hey, guys.
Hey.
Father, how the heck are you? Settling into the neighborhood alright? Oh, you betcha. Got the living room in order at least. That's great to hear. I've been doing some living room work as well. Finally got the 50-inch in there. The game looks great in high def. Oh boy. Father, have you met Robert yet? Yeah, we've met. Robert regards me over his whiskey. Good seeing you again. We were just talking about my most recent camping trip. Spent the night out in the woods with Daisy and Maxwell. She's definitely an outdoorsy one. Even caught her first fish. Good to see you taking your daughter out like that. I bet she loved it. And it's great that she loves the outdoors. Mine loves being inside. Brian raises his eyebrows at me. Being inside, making art. She wanted to look up the competition again. Robert stares at me blankly for a second. Anyway, I haven't gone camping in years, not since the last time. Same here. Well, things change when you have Wait, what happened to the last time? Robert takes a long sip of whiskey. Well, old Johnny Boy and me were out in the backcountry. Johnny Boy's a strong kid. Met him in my army days. Comes from Kansas. They build him tougher out there. Anyway, things go south pretty quick. Johnny Boy breaks his ankle, and when the rope bridge snaps, you can see the bone popping out through the skin. Johnny Boy's screaming now, crying for his mama, losing blood. We're 2 days out from the next living soul, and here I am with my dear friend bleeding out in front of me. I'm able to dress the wound, but now I got a fireman carry a 6-foot, 180-pound man over some toughest terrain I've ever been in. I wouldn't lie to you. There were moments during those 2 days when I thought about leaving old Johnny Boy. But you build a bond with your brothers in arms, and that bond never breaks. I got that boy back to civilization, but I lost some of me out there. I guess that's camping for you. Brian and I stare in disbelief. Robert takes a long sip of whiskey. You could be brooding, and that character is way overblown. I'm just kidding. My friend John and I went inner tubing down a river, and he lost a flip-flop. Missed that kid. Brian and I laughed nervously. Or am I kidding? I feel like romancing him would be too hard. Brian and I tense up again. I'm kidding. Phew. Amanda and Daisy barrel up to us laughing. Daisy's holding a paper plate in front of her like a steering wheel. We gotta get off this haunted truck. Oh no, the ghost locked the doors. Quick, hit the emergency escape button. But Jack's doesn't have emergency escape buttons. Then hit the brake, I guess, and then we get out of the truck. The imaginary truck. Anyway, we're safe from the ghosts, but how will we ever survive this Arctic tundra? Daisy, you must have to eat me. You might have to eat me. Are you prepared to do that? I'm prepared to do anything to survive. That's cold-blooded. I like that. Although I'm not sure I have the materials required to properly cook you. You know, that reminds me of that time I went skiing. Robert? Wait a second. Are you guys playing Long Haul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers? Yeah! Man, and I love that show. It's the best, especially that episode where Callum hides Flint's keys and Flint retaliates by breaking an ancient cursed urn and sending the spirit after him. Yeah, it's such quality reality television. I don't watch a whole lot of television, but I do enjoy that show. That and war documentaries. Please stop. Over the top. Alright, Daisy, I found us a couple bugs. They're gonna make a great meal. Lots of protein. Gonna keep us from starving out here in this harsh, icy wasteland. But there's a whole table of food right over the... Daisy, it's a game. We're playing pretend. It's what kids do. Live a little. Amanda gives Daisy a handful of gummy worms on the snack table. They eat them with mock disgust. Let's go find kindling for a fire. Okay. But not an actual fire. Because we're playing pretend? Now you're getting it. Daisy and Amanda run off. What a cute couple of kids. Man, I've never seen you get along with anyone so quickly. I guess Amanda just sort of has a way with kids. That's kind of amazing. Daisy doesn't really get along with kids her age. It's nice that he's not trying to one-up me this time. Maybe we can have a regular friendship after all. Really? She just kind of keeps to herself. Her teacher says she spends every recess in the library. I think the other kids are intimidated by her intelligence. There it is. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Amanda was shy at Daisy's age too. She used to have a habit of crawling under tables and crying every time we took her to a restaurant. She bit people too. Kids, right? Gotta love them. You're required to by law. I hear that. Well, since they're getting along so well, maybe we should try to put together a little play date for them. They do seem to get along very well, but the thought of continually meeting about all of Brian's accomplishments is tough. It's rough. Yeah, that'd be nice. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Go meet some of the other fellas. Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in an intense discussion. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over to say hello. Well, I don't think it's fair to try to compare the two art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because they're a unique byproduct of the social and political climate of a time and place, and try to take something like, say, the Rococo period, and compare it to postmodernism in America. You're completely disregarding the context in which a work of art is created. I hate it, but I know what he's talking about, so I will not discuss further. Matt and Hugo seems to be so busy talking that they don't notice me. Craig leans in. Dude, I have no idea what's happening. Ooh. Alright, which one do I do? Do I talk to Craig or do I listen to the eggheads? Ooh. Listen. That kind of comparison just eliminates the reason art movements are so important in the first place. You're not wrong, but I think there's no harm comparing one work of art to another. You could definitely say one painting is better than another. If you're evaluating technical skill from a purely formalist standpoint, if I showed you a Matisse and then something by the Dutch masters, which one would you say shows more technical prowess? I am so lost right now. I shoot a worried glance over to Craig, who returns it. I don't know. Well, sure, you could say that the Dutch masters were technically more skilled, but I would argue that while the Dutch masters were better painters, Matisse had better paintings overall. Haha, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Well, that's pretty subjective. Art is dead. This decision could change a relationship in any direction. Help. Help. Art is dead. Help. I need an answer. You listeners at home, I need an answer here. We were just discussing the importance of context when talking about artwork. Listen, all I asked was if you like Van Gogh or Picasso better. Oh. Hugo throws up his hands in frustration. But they represent two completely different art movements. How could I possibly choose between the thick, creamy impasto of post-impressionism, and the abstractionist beauty of cubism? Man, that's all way above my head. Oh. Me too. It's all good, man. The cool thing about art is that we all perceive it differently. A single piece could have a totally different effect on each person that looks at it, and that's awesome. Oh. Just 1 minute about that. Hugo, please. Hey. Sorry. I get really fired up about art stuff. Father, how are you liking the neighborhood? It's pretty nice. Everyone's been super friendly. Hey. Seems like your daughter's fitting in just fine. Matt points across the yard to where Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They're all sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds and weaving them into little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us. What is it, sweetheart? It's a flower crown. I thought you looked cute in it. Hey. Well, there's only one way to find out. Matt takes a flower crown and places it on top of his head. Am I cool now? The girl stares at him, thinking it over. Nope, but you're still slightly less cool than you were before you put it on. Hey, yeah. Huh. Hey, father, this is my daughter. Hello. I'm Carmencita. Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow. Dad, look, I'm making friends. Are you making friends? You better be making friends. Yeah, actually, Amanda, you remember the cool barista from the coffee shop and my old college friend and, your teacher?
Whoa.
Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. I didn't realize we were neighbors.
Yes.
You still gonna get me that overdue term paper?
Aw.
Great seeing you. Amanda finger guns her way out of the conversation like a champ. She learned the finger guns move from me. I'm very proud. She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go?
Whoa.
Hugo looks around the party. He must have finally spotted him because his eye goes wide. Ernest Hemingway Vega, are you smoking? Holding a lit cigarette. Nope. I see Ernest across the way. He casually takes a long drag of a cigarette and then flicks into a gutter. Unbelievable. Excuse me. Hugo marches over to Ernest and I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Kids, right? Man, I do not envy Hugo. The last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's pants. Nearly burned down half the yard. And the barbecue we had before that, he actually burned down half the yard. And then it spread onto my lawn and burned down half my yard too. Hugo walks back over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him. Hey everybody, sorry about that. Father, this is my son, Ernest. Hello. Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep in his pockets. Nudges him impatiently. Hey. Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? Doesn't matter. Ernest. Okay, I'm in 8th grade. God. 8th grade and already smoking cigarettes. That's a great start. Yeah, good for you. Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for the failing economy. Ouch. Ernest? Oh yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you. Earbuds in and storms off to stay in the corner. Well, that was certainly something. He seems nice. Hugo puts his head in his hands and sighs.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. He's having a really rough time. As much as I want to be the cool dad, I have to be authoritarian dad, and he clearly resents me for it. I mean, I think as a dad and a teacher, that's about as authoritarian as you can get. Honestly, are any of us cool dads? Is it even possible to be a cool dad? What? I'm cool as a cucumber. See? That right there. You can't say that. My kids think I'm cool. But for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be the cool dads? I don't know. I think we just have to accept the fact that as dads, we've become the machine we once raged against and accept our fate as to unironically wear socks with sandals. Your kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed. Amanda's 18 and she still thinks I'm cool. I yell across the yard to my daughter. Amanda, I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs. She keeps laughing. I see your point. As much as we all want it, I think it's as important to be a cool dad as much as to be a good dad. We can't all be best friends with our kids. It just doesn't work. I mean, look at me and Ernest. Our jobs as parents is to make sure our kids turn out okay. Yeah, you're right, but it'd be nice to have it both ways. Hearing these guys talk about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might be a time when it won't be like that. Is college when that happens? Don't let us escape your time, father. Go meet some of the other people around the neighborhood. But I've talked to everyone. Let's work some magic. Takes a deep breath, gets to work with the greatest of ease. He sets patties on the grill. As he flips his spatula in the air, it easily becomes some of the best grill work I've ever seen. You guys think this is my first time in front of a grill? He's working faster now, effortlessly tossing cheese on the patties and perfectly grilling onions on the side. One after another, the dads take notice of the crowd and around Joseph. Take notice and crowd around Joseph to admire his masterful technique. You probably didn't know this, father, but Joseph's known around here for his grillmanship. He's ungrillevable. I've tried to get on his level, but I just can't catch up. Let us keep studying. He has a rare quality about him. Mustard, we keep talking about this. Can't we just appreciate the artist? I've never seen him make a mistake. Okay, we need to stop. This is getting too cheesy. Please stop! All of the children at the party boo the glorious display of puns in unison. Alright guys, the food's ready. Please form an orderly barbecue. And it groans. We all grab our food and hang out, perfectly enjoying cooked cheeseburgers. Man, it's so wild how all of us dads live in the same cul-de-sac. Kinda nice, isn't it? Feels like there's a real community here. It totally helps when you're just a single dad trying to raise a kid. We're happy to have you here, man. I think you're gonna like this neighborhood a lot. Plus, Amanda seems to be getting along with all the kids. If she decides to get into the babysitting game, she'll really make a killing. Hey, why don't you add us all in Dad Book? There's a Facebook for dads. Dad book? Yeah, it's a great social network for dads to keep in touch with each other. We're all on it, so if you ever need to reach out to anyone, that's the simplest way to do it. Sorry, I'm just an old-fashioned dad. Social media goes over my head sometimes. Don't worry, Pops. I'll help you figure it out. The rest of the barbecue goes smoothly. We all trade stories and drink our beer as our kids play along. Man, it breaks up a fight between Carmencita and those weird twins. I think they wanted her soul. Man and I walk back to our place as the sun sets over the neighborhood. Pretty fun party, don't you think? I felt like I was at a networking event. I'm going to get LinkedIn notifications out of this, I know it. You don't think it's nice that people want to connect with you? Not when their affection jams out my inbox, metaphorically speaking. Well, hey, at least you got to meet some other cool dads. You should hit them up on Dad Book. Maybe I will, if I ever figure out how social media works. I have a good feeling about this place. Me too, Dad. Dad tip 16. Always use a hot coat of wax on something, I don't know. Man and I arrive home with the remnants of our veggie plate. Seems like nobody was really into the cauliflower. Any big plans for this evening? Actually, yeah, I'm going out with some friends. Oh, is that okay? Of course, just keep me posted and be home before midnight. You got it. And be careful. I will. Make good choices. Of course. And call me if you need anything. Dad, you're not going to do the thing where you wait silently for me to come home in the living room with all the lights off, are you? What? No, I've never done that and I will never do that. Okay, do you have plans tonight? My plans were kind of to eat ice cream and watch TV with Amanda, but I'll find something to do. I'm gonna work on some stuff, see how long I can sleep for, throw a party. I'm gonna throw a party. What should I do? Should I throw a party? What should I do with my evening? Sleep? No, there's a chance I'm missing out on like relationships. What? Seriously? You're both saying to sleep? How am I supposed to romance people in my sleep? Kiddo, I am tapped out. But the sun hasn't even gone down yet. I still have sleep to catch up on from when you were a baby. Just let me be. I'm just relaxing tonight. Have fun, okay? Great. See you later. I can watch Amanda drive off into the night. I really do hope she has fun. I plop down in front of the TV and turn on some wine and dine mastermind with the celebrity chef Gavin Chapman. Looks like Gavin's making a roasted rack of lamb with rosemary mashed potatoes. I'd love to be able to cook like that, although I think if I was good at cooking, I'd use my powers for evil, like just making baked Alaskas all day instead of any food of real nutritional substance. Man, Gavin Chapman just caught that thing on fire, but he meant to do it. What a professional. I lose track of time as I blaze through several episodes of Wine and Dine Mastermind, and also one episode of some cooking show called Meat Hell. I'm not even sure what that one's about. It was a lot of yelling. I glance at my watch. Man, it's almost midnight. I should check in with Amanda. I send a text. Hey kiddo, you good? I wander to the kitchen as I wait for a reply. Amanda's phone is almost always in her hand, so I'm sure she'll respond soon. Unless she's driving home now, in which case I hope she doesn't respond soon because I definitely taught her better than to text and drive. I reach to the freezer and grab an ice cream sandwich. It's a little late for this, but I think I've earned it for a long day of socializing. Check my watch again, and then my phone. Nothing yet. Okay, see, now I'm worried. Do I call her? Do I call the cops? No, it's too soon for that. I'll just send her a gentle reminder text. What's up? Half an hour passes. Now I'm really worried. The episodes of Gavin Chapman's Meat Hell are not only not assuaging my anxiety, but possibly exacerbating with all the yelling. So I keep pacing around the house. Why didn't I find out where she was going? Who is she even with? Why don't I know any of her friends' phone numbers? Why don't I even know any of her friends' full names? Who is Emma P? I decided to send her another text. Amanda, please text me and let me know you're okay. I can't help but think about the awful things that could have happened to her. Oh, thank God, it's her. Amanda opens the door and shuffles in. Finally, she's back home. I'm glad she's okay. Sup? Sweetie, thank God you're safe. Yep. But now that I know she's okay, I'm really mad. Why didn't you answer my texts? Amanda pulls her phone out of her pocket. Oh, whoops, guess I didn't see those. She starts to walk to her room. Amanda Ann. Whoa, we're pulling up the middle name now. Amanda, you came home an hour and a half after your curfew and didn't respond to any of my texts. You really freaked me out. I was about to call the cops. Dad, you're seriously overreacting. You're not going to let me be like this when I go off to school, will you? You weren't responding. It was just like when your dad... I have to stop myself from tearing up. Whoa. Oh, Dad. I didn't mean to. I sit down on the couch, put my head in my hands. I feel very tired all of a sudden. You really scared me. Just, please don't do that again. Wow, that voice clip is very short. I'm gonna go to bed now. I hit to mine. Jeez. Am I falling asleep? As I'm falling asleep, one thing she said keeps echoing in my mind. You're not gonna be like this when I go off to school, are you? I definitely didn't sleep well last night. I brewed some strong coffee and make some scrambled eggs for Amanda as a peace offering. She eventually wanders into the kitchen. Hey, I thought about what you said last night. I should have texted you. I said I was going to do it and I didn't. I honestly just didn't even think about it. I'm really sorry, Pops. I won't do it again. Well... I also thought about it, and I'll try to give you your space from here on out. I gotta trust that you can take care of yourself. Team Bishop? Team Bishop. Amanda gives me a hug. Want some eggs? You know it. Sprinkle some cheese on them? Already did. Bless you. Amanda scraps down the eggs and the time it takes me to wash the pan. Alright, I'm off to school. Smell you later. Wait, one more thing before you go. What? What's Dad Book? It's a social media platform. Wait. What? What's a social media platform? Dad, I have to go to school. Come on, Amanda. I'm an old man. I can't put together a dad book profile on my own. Alright, I'll help you sound interesting on the internet. A place where dads can get together and talk about fatherhood. Alright, Pops, we gotta fill out your profile. Let's get some likes and dislikes. If you're pressing... Oh. Okay, let's talk about our dad. On a Friday night, you're most likely to... polish and sort my coin collection. Netflix and grill, baby. Fall asleep watching the History Channel. Torment my children with dad puns. Sink into blissful oblivion. These are so dad things to do. I don't know what to do. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? My trusty grill. The Lost Shaker of Salt. Castaway on DVD for instructional purposes. A boat, obviously. I don't eat anything. My survival skills have trained me for this day. Boat. What are your turn-ons? Strong dad arms, tennis shoes with long white socks, a well-manicured lawn, street smarts, top-tier grillmanship, comfortable with crying. Crying. You really? You want to go with crying? I want to get his consensus if it's crying. Should I be a crier? Should I get someone who's sensitive? Ugh, okay. What did you want to be when you grew up? Technical writer for manuals and instructionals? Ugh. Salty boat captain? Pro skater who is also an astronaut? A good father? The president of space? Personally, I'm gravitating towards pro skater who is also an astronaut. What do you believe of my selection? Hang infinity. What's your favorite movie genre? War documentaries. Sean Connery's entire filmography. Anything on Laserdisc. Romantic comedies. Whatever will make me cry. Old comedies that haven't aged well. All these are awful. What will get me more likes? That haven't aged well. You got it. What is your ideal date? Napping together. Doing a 1,000-piece puzzle together. Eating a healthy dinner at 4 p.m. Trying to geocache but getting hopelessly lost. Arson. Being emotionally vulnerable. Some of these are a little pushy. We must be emotionally vulnerable together now. Okay, you're both... Okay, this is exactly why I'm friends with both of you. One wants arson. The other one wants geocaching. What do you never leave home without? A sensible cardigan. My sick vape. My book of world jumbles and a pen. A cool knife. My cripplingly low self-esteem. I frequently forget my phone, keys, and wallet at home sometimes. This one is way too real. Low self-esteem. I got one vote for low self-esteem. Okay. I spend a lot of time thinking about conspiracy theories, how proud I am of my child, potential ends of the world, if I'll ever be able to love myself as much as I love my grill, when I can next get a cup of coffee, lawnmower modifications. What the junk? Coffee. Profile complete. See, that wasn't so bad. Yeah, that was actually kind of fun. I could totally spend all day in here just looking at people's profiles. You should message one of them, or more than one of them. All these dads seem pretty interesting. Okay, I promise I'll make some friends. Manna gives me a hug. Go get him, Dad. It's called masking tape for a reason.
You've got dads.
Whoa. Of something that can only be described as not helping. Yeah, but... How do you... Hi, Father. It's me, your dear old friend from way back in the day, Dad Manda. I'm delighted to see you've signed up for Dadbook. They've recently added this exciting messenger service, so you may find yourself receiving messages from other dads like myself. Take care not to miss them. Isn't it just Amanda with a mustache? Damien, Hugo, Robert, and Matt. Damien, Hugo, Robert, and Matt. Why? Amanda, is that you? What are you doing on Datbook? Why, Father, I never. We've known each other since business school. How could you possibly confuse me with your amazing and talented and easy to buy things for a daughter? Though I am of course flattered, you should buy Amanda more things. Amanda, you know I didn't go to business school. I barely even managed to get my degree. Wait. No. Wow. I didn't say that. You never heard that. This is gold. I was a great student, I swear. I graduated at the top of my class because I worked hard and ate all my vegetables. Totally holding on to this for later. Wait, do you even remember what I majored in? I declined to comment. Cool. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna stop for today and get back to this tomorrow, and I'll roll the dice, or maybe hold a poll, which dad to start dating first. I mean, no die, well, like, I'll roll a die and see what happens, but until then, I'm gonna have to figure out which one to date first. I'm gonna go through them all. But, yeah, I'm just gonna figure out which dad to date first. So, everyone, thanks for joining me on the stream, even though there was a hiccup in the middle because of my power going out. But, like, comment, subscribe. Spread the word that I'm playing Dad Dating Simulator. That's it. I vote Damien. Okay, that's cool. I'll get to him eventually. I mean, I'll get to all of them. I have to see them all. It's just the order that's gonna happen. Okay, Damien's on the list for first one, I guess. But the next one, I gotta worry about the randomness of it. So until then, I'll have to see everyone later. Thanks for stopping by. Now get out. You're all hard.